Hey guys, it's Briggs here, and of course, welcome to All Day Anime. And today we will be counting down 10 anime that are similar to the series My Hero Academia. Now, number 10 is definitely the most predictable series on this list, being that the anime has been endlessly compared to it and said to follow in its footsteps. I'm pretty sure we could probably all say it together. 3, 2, 1, Naruto. Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, actually gave My Hero Academia a shout out, and it definitely has its similarities. But I definitely wouldn't say it's the best recommendation just because it's an extremely popular series that I assume most people have seen. And if you haven't seen it, then I don't know if you would have the same amount of enjoyment. Just because to me, this series has a lot of nostalgia involved, and definitely got me through a lot of filler, and I still ended up dropping it. Don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoy my long-running shonens, One Piece, but I also believe that many other awesome series don't get the credit they deserve or get easily overlooked. And I mean, you definitely don't need over 9,000 episodes to tell a coherent story. Which is a good segue for number 9. Kenichi, the Mightiest disciple. I mean, the comparisons are crazy. Whiny main character that isn't whiny when shit gets serious and it comes down to it. On the left, we have Kenichi Shirahama with no talent for martial arts, but works his ass off and has amazing masters and ends up becoming extremely strong despite his lack of talent. On the right, we got Izuku Midoriya, who was born without any powers in a world where 80% of the population have superpowers or quirks. Ends up gaining power with the help of All Might, the strongest hero, and his incredible hard work. Both series are the definition of an underdog story with a weak protagonist who overcomes difficult obstacles and gets stronger over time. I definitely recommend Kenichi, it's ridiculously similar and is definitely one of my favorites. Number 8. Hajime No Ippo, my favorite sports anime, starring Ippo Makunouchi, a shy kid who got bullied and ends up becoming a pro boxer. And even though he does have some natural talent, is often put in situations where he is the underdog and has to overcome extremely difficult obstacles. On that sports anime note, number 7. Haikyuu, definitely a close second when it comes to sports anime on my list. The protagonist being Shoyo Hinata, a volleyball player who is extremely short but works incredibly hard to improve. And you know, he's got mad hops. And overall, just watching the entire team improve and overcome obstacles is very enjoyable. Might as well get all the sports anime out of the way. Last one, at number 6. Eyeshield 21. Another underdog story where the main character is bullied and small, but has a talent for being extremely fast and agile. Ends up joining the football team as a running back. And overall, this series is an enjoyable watch and is probably the definition of an underdog story. Both the protagonist and the team in general being underdogs. Although I personally like Haikyuu and Hajime No Ippo better, P.S. Kakuro no Basket is also a good watch, but unfortunately didn't have enough similarities to make this list in my opinion. Now that we're done with sports anime, if you are into that long-running shonen life, then number 5 is definitely a must-watch. Hitman Reborn, a shonen that is often overlooked, starring Tsuna, who truly reminds me of Izuku, like their personalities are ridiculously similar. The series is basically about Izuku. See, that's how similar they are, I just messed that up. The series is basically about Tsuna, who is destined to be the head of a mafia family and has to become stronger in order to deal with the family's enemies and rivals gunning for his spot, even though he didn't want the spot to begin with, or at the beginning at least. Honestly, the only downfall is the first 20 episodes being pretty slow and boring, but if you could get through it, it is definitely a very, very good watch. Number 4. Accel World, actually having the same manga author as SAO, and has a similar concept involving virtual reality. It's a decent series and follows this wimpy kid who was almost annoying as a protagonist. Just a tad too wimpy for my liking as an underdog story, but is of course unreal at video games. Number 3. DanMachi, or the English name, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in a Dungeon? Or some shit like that. I mean, is it good? Not really. Did I secretly enjoy the series? Maybe. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Main character, of course, being a weak male who gets stronger at a ridiculous pace while trying to defeat monsters and earn money in dungeons. Of course, his main goal is to get stronger and catch up to the female that he likes. Personally, the last 3 on this list, DanMachi, Accel World, and Eyeshield 21 were the weaker of the bunch. They are definitely extremely similar, but I personally recommend the others on this list more. Just thought I'd let you know. Number 2, an amazing series that has an extremely similar world, while the series in general is almost polar opposite. One Punch Man, a world full of superheroes and villains alike, much like My Hero Academia. But rather than following a story of a weak protagonist, we follow the overpowered Saitama. Honestly, not the best in terms of similarity, but is a must watch in my opinion. And finally, number 1, what could it be? clear my throat for this. Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple again, because it's my list and I can do that, dudes. All seriousness, I highly recommend Kenichi, not only for its similarities, but because I think it's a truly awesome and enjoyable series. All of the anime in this video will be listed in the description below. I hope this video helps you guys out, and if you guys want more all-day anime, remember to subscribe and join the Shinpaku Alliance. See, that's another reason to watch Kenichi, so you guys can understand that reference. And just like that, I will see you all next time, dudes. Shinpaku.